Hello there, friends. Welcome to Start Early Today, your daily dose of mindfulness and positivity. How's it going? Hope everything's going well. Always remember that it's all in your head, friend. Everything's just a thought, and thoughts can be changed only if you want to. So make time to take some deep breaths and recenter and realign your thoughts incoherent with your core values and what rings true to you in the present moment. Things might seem complicated or overwhelming, and that's the nature of the mind. The mind tends to solve everything by itself. It tries to be the hero all the time. It wants to be right. There's the part of our minds that foresees the trouble that has no reality. For if we tune into the present moment, as it has been said in songs and in books, to be here now, to practice presence, to allow and awaken to the nature of what is right now, if we only do that, we shall realize that everything happens step by step, moment per moment, and each moment will arise just as it is needed. That there is a higher order going on unfailingly, and we can never ever get it wrong, and we can never ever get it done as long as your human life is still going. And you'll still go on after this physical life. The essence of you, the whole truth of what you are, it will keep on going. It shall disperse into another dimension. We're only experiencing this ride, which is called human life, in 3D, linear time-space form, which can be fun and delightful, but a part of our awareness can see the totality and the wholeness of life. Watch the power of your mind as you direct it and command it to zoom out and think of the galaxies and think as far as the universe can reach, and watch it zoom in into your cells and into your blood and into the movement in each and every particle dancing and whirling about all by itself, with or without your liking or disliking. What do we mean by that? That it happens autotelically, to be in nature, to be in the Tao, to be at one with all things, to be one with change. How is your relationship with change? How are you resistant to change? How is your resistance, shall I say, to change? In going through resistance, this is where new worlds open up. In opening up new worlds, you get to discover parts of yourself that are laying dormant inside of you. And who is this optimal person or the ideal version of yourself that you've always been imagining inside your head? Only you know this. What do you desire to be? For everything that you see outside of you, everything and anything that stirs up your emotion becomes you. So become more watchful of what thoughts you choose to think. For thoughts can be they can be allowed to remain as that, as constructs, as stories. Thoughts are just like your environment. They are just like the clouds. They're just like the pop-up ads on the internet. It may seem that it is a part of you because it feels it's happening inside you, but my friend, it is not. It is no different than the cloud It has no meaning until you give it meaning. So I invite you to lighten your grip, unclench your fist, and soften your heart, my friend. Soften your heart and allow yourself to just be. What do we mean by this? What does a human being look like? It is breathing. Its true nature is to create. Its true nature is childlike. We were meant to move, dance, and create, and draw, and smile, and connect. And we are meant to strengthen our body. We are meant to have clear minds so that divine inspiration can run through us, so that we can make new connections that shall help humanity. What is your big goal? What is your why? What is your true mission? It may be your family, it may be people that are dear to you. And going back to your why, you'll be given a wellspring of energy that runs from within. We call it the vital life force. For everything that happened, should have happened, your lot in the world is naturally placed by all, by the stars, by the nature, by the Tao. So open up to life rather than clinging to your likes and dislikes. Krishnamurti said, I do not mind what happens next. That is the secret. So be okay with will it or won't it. Make your internal state unconditional despite external circumstance. Nothing can affect you or move your peace unless you allow it to. Some of us have gone used to or have gone addicted to torturing themselves with senseless, useless thoughts. Well, I can say they're useless because they serve no purpose to me. But if you keep on thinking these non-useful thoughts, it is serving you. Maybe you like the suffering. You can go deeper by asking yourself, why do I believe this loop? Why do I keep on playing this story on replay? Why am I on repeat mode? I know that when I think of this, it causes me this emotion. So a good way to awaken is to become familiar of the pattern. The pattern of thinking, believing, feeling, acting. Okay? So what is your self-talk? Become watchful. Is it nourishing? Is it life-affirming? Is it avoiding? And write it down. Today I filled up 2 full pages of just the mind rambling. And some of them are good things, some of them are not good things. But in becoming aware that, these are just productions of my brain, I get to tap into Satchitananda, or the ever new bliss, which is unmoved, the one that is constant, the one that remains. It is awareness. I like to call it awareness. The awareness, the stillness, the silence, the love. If you're ready for that, the love. Everything is made of love. your true nature is to love and be loved. And under that, you can forgive, and you can strengthen, and you can create, and you can master. But the first thing you need to do is to love yourself, as cheesy as it might seem, as cliche as it may seem. But if you really take the time to straighten the spine and silence the mind, which you can never silence, you can only watch it. And if you allow it, you can befriend it. And when you can label it, you can watch its intensity dissipate. You can watch that complaining mind, the persona that is never at ease or at peace. You can watch it slowly disintegrate or getting smaller and smaller. Maybe turning into a baby. Imagine yourself turning back into a baby and just love it. Just love its skin and its fragrant head, releasing pheromones fresh from the universe. And once you're in that centeredness, once you're in that groundedness, once you're in that undisturbed place, you can open up your eyes and see everything as a reflection of yourself. See everything as a mirror. Everything that you see that bothers you is yourself. And in taking responsibility for this fact, you can turn things around immediately. You can watch your habits and patterns and immediately get into the sequence of the pattern and zoom it in and stop it where the hand reaches for something that's not nourishing. Taking charge of your body, you have full control of what you do with your limbs, to have full control on what the mind thinks. Thoughts are there, but you don't need to think it. Facts and reality is there. You do not need to contend it and wrestle with it. That's your choice. If you contend with reality, you will suffer. If you contend with what is, you will suffer. If you contradict with the way things are, that is not an efficient way to live. But if you go with the flow, and you open to new ways of thinking and believing and creating, paths shall turn up. Doors will open that you have not seen before, because you're expanding your beingness, you're expanding your neural pathways. And how do you do this? Through skill acquisition, connecting and truly listening to other people, which are parts of yourself. Other people are just yourself. Try that as an experiment. You're a pretty creative one, aren't you? Try experimenting on believing in the oneness in all things. The livingness in each particle, the aliveness and electricity in empty space. Just believe in magic. Believe that you can change. Believe that you can live the life of your dreams by applying certain principles. What if you follow the 12 universal laws? What if you read The Science of Getting Rich and followed it with a plan, with action, with daily with daily systematic If you wear that systematic suit, wear it like a sweatsuit, and it has a system, and follow the system. One proof is physical exercise. If you do the set, you'll see the muscle. Okay? Do ridiculous pull-up counts, sets, and watch yourself change. And if you can change physically, watch your mind change. How do you see yourself getting out of the funk if you are in one? Everything is self-created. You have created your own quicksand, my friend. And if you're addicted to the drama, you'll get tired of it. If you're addicted to it, you'll burn out. Because anything that is a dependency from aside from what is already inside you is energy depleting, and you are made of energy. Instead of having your energy leak, make it grow. Be a wise investor in where you're gonna spend your precious currency, which is your attention. Where you put your attention on, it shall grow. So become a security guard, a diligent one. Become a waiter too. Become a professional waiter. Just wait in peace. We're too excited to fill things up, to fill the nothing with something. And in the end, we just grow tired. But what if you can replenish by just the way you see things? You can replenish by feeling the completeness of each moment. You can always start with gratitude. It is a classic. Acknowledge your small wins. What have you done lately? What have you done in the last 5 years? Who have you helped? Who have you gone in contact with that their lives got better just by your presence, just by your smile, just by your attention? It doesn't need to be a grand circus act or an explosive, grandiose firework show. Sometimes it just needs your presence. What are we talking about? What you give to other people. First, you become present with yourself, knowing how the mind works, knowing how the body works. Fuel it with high quality foods, blueberries, avocados, chia, plant milk, nut butters, lupini beans. What are beans that you like? Lentils, my friend. MakePureThyHeart.com. I printed out stickers. I'm gonna stick it all over New York and take a photo of it, and you'll receive more stickers. Is that a nice promo? Is that a nice marketing campaign? I'm seeing all of these artists with their sayings on walls of Soho, and people take photos of it and they tag the artist, and I'm gonna try that approach. And it's called Make Pure Thy Heart. If you see it, take a photo of it, and let's build this community of pure-heartedness, because we are pure. Our true nature is pure. It is just a part of this human experience that we think that we are not, that we are deluded in some way. But the part of being here in Earth School is to clarify that water, is to let go of those things that don't serve, maybe problems that have been passed on by our ancestors. Maybe we can let that go. You can let it go through prayer. I let go of alcoholism 2015. That was a tough one because I loved it. I had an affair with that liquid called whiskey. I would smell it and my whole body would tingle like a romantic lover. And my lover also loved whiskey. But I zoomed out. Will this nourish me? I asked myself, will this be a nourishing path? I yearned for something purer. I yearned for something more than this, something more than the fleeting sensual pleasure that it brings. It brings me a sense of gratification with no responsibility. But the spirit within me craved something more real than that. And plus I got too tired of picking up the pieces the next day, and I've always envisioned life to be more optimal than a hangover. So I hope my intention for you is to find what is holding you back and let go, even though it might serve you, it is serving you in the short term. Look at the long term. In the short term, learning something new might be hard and painful and embarrassing. But in the long term, you would have been the one who is able to learn. So I think learning how to learn and being open to learn new things is a superpower. You can 10x your game, my friend. Okay, we have reached our 20-minute mark. I hope you... Shout out to Shri. I'm shouting you out. Thank you for participating. If you love what we are doing here at startearlytoday.com and makepurethyheart.com, feel free to comment and participate and share with your friends and family and share the insights. Pick something good and try to embody it, and once you embody it, try to spread it. And share this show as well. startearlytoday.com, makepurethyheart.com, turbogoth.com, and snowtattoo.com. I have a lot of .coms because I don't know, it's cool. The internet is cool. Don't you think so? What's your .com? Let's check it out. That's it for today. Namaste.